Good morning from the studio. It is day 14 of our Advent unboxing. And as always, we will start with a little recap of day 13. So the fiber, I opened it all up and it is Corriedale, soybean, and tussa. And as is the yarn, they are both very soft and very shiny. And I guess you could eat it in a pinch. I don't know. I'm still weirded out by the soybean part. And then from our Countdown to Christmas box, our quilty box, we got 2 mat scrubbers that I am really kind of excited now to use to clean up my mats, because I feel like once I start cleaning them and see how much fiber is actually stuck in my cutting mat, I'm gonna be like icked out and constantly cleaning my cutting mat now. I feel like that's how this is gonna go. So thanks for that, Jenny. Let's get into today's boxes, shall we? I'm really excited by these. This is like the most fun I've ever had. I've done advent calendars for quite some time, but I've never done fiber calendars. I did yarn advents with Emma's Yarn and Queen City Yarn. Queen City Yarn had an amazing advent calendar. And then I also did Jimmy Bean's Wool. This is my first time doing a fiber calendar. And actually, I like this really, really well. So let's see what day 14 is. Oh, it's my favorite. Day 14 is Nutcracker. So many wonderful memories about the Nutcracker. Let's see what he has to say. If you were good and got nuts yesterday, rather than being disemboweled, then you're going to need today's character. We're not dancing along to Tchaikovsky. We're talking about the little devices used to remove nuts from their shells. Well, that is a disappointment, because we discuss important topics here. Nutcrackers have been around in various forms since before the Romans, and probably in the form of rocks and hard surfaces for many years before then. The oldest mass-produced nutcrackers come from Siphon in Germany and were often made in the image of figures of authority. These are the ones which come to mind and are used as decoration at Christmas. We don't have any fibers made from nuts, and we thought it'd be a bit boring to use colors named after nuts, so instead we focused on the design of these little characters and some of the more traditional shades. The base of the blend is white eider, that's a type of wool. We'll talk about that tomorrow. And gray cashgora, we'll talk about that too. Each chosen for their natural colors and also for the light luster of the eider and immensely soft handle of the cashgora. The colors in this blend are brought with tussa silk in the colors goji, ginseng, and black tea, as black, red, and yellow are the colors which feature in the painted uniforms. So what I'm getting there is they kind of did the blend based on the character in the ballet, but they didn't want to say that they were doing it based on the character in the ballet. I don't know, that was weird. All right, let's see what's in here. Oh. It's not soft. It's really rustic. It's very rustic. It doesn't have as much color to it as I thought it was going to either. It is shiny. That's a very interesting blend. I'm going to really enjoy exploring that one, because that is a very interesting blend. Let's see what the yarn is. The yarn is the same blend. It's 50% eider, 25% cashgora, and 25% bleached tussa silk. This yarn is made of eider, white cashgora, and bleached tussa silk, so it doesn't have the color to it that the fiber does. This strong but soft yarn is a solid shade to allow our dyers to work their creative magic and put their own colorful stamp on it, just like the creators of the Nutcrackers. The yarn is hanked and ready to work with. The silk contents means that it will retain its beautiful sheen even after dyeing. Just be careful not to felt it, as the cashgora is amazingly soft. Okay, so they've sent us naked yarn now in case you and I are dyers, which I sort of am. I don't know about you. Oh, huh. So it's a skein of naked, kind of beigey gray yarn. I kind of dig this. I love natural colors to start with, and I don't know that I want to dye this at all because it's interesting the way it is. So that is our yarn for today and our fiber. And we'll put this away and see what Jenny has for us today, right? So Jenny's countdown to Christmas. Feels like a box. Rattles like there's something in a box. Let's see what this is. Yep. Quilt Builder Card Deck. 40 blocks, 8 layouts, endless possibilities. It is a mix and match block sets to create your masterpiece. Well, this is interesting. It's also very hard to get into. I want to see what the cards look like. So it says, great activity for groups, quilting bees, and guilds. Distribute a card to each person and have them make the block. It's just me. Combine different cards to create your own 2-block or sampler quilt. Oh, and then there's some pictures on the front of what all the things look like. And of course, they're wrapped up inside, so I can't even get them out to show you. But it is a set of cards in a box. And they are all different patterns or layouts for quilt blocks. So that's very interesting as well. That is definitely something I would not have bought for myself, but I kind of feel like maybe I will enjoy playing with that. Interesting. So, again, we come to my favorite part of our time together, our featured product. So today's featured product is from the Ross Farm. You can find it on our website at therossfarm.com. And it is our silver Leicester Longwool, also called English Blue. It is a DK weight, and it has a wonderful luster to it. It's one of my favorite yarns to work with. It goes very, very nicely with our dyed in the wool luster back there. It is the same weight. It's also a DK weight. And I'm getting ready, I think, to weave myself a plaid scarf using at least 2 of the colors of my dyed in the wool with Brenton, this silver DK Leicester Longwool. So that's what I have in mind for it. Leicester is really, really nice for weaving because it has such a long staple length and makes a very, very strong warp, which is one of my favorite things. I hate it when my warp strings pop. So this is what I'm intending to do with this. So you can find it on our website again. This particular yarn is called Brenton, and it is DK weight Leicester Longwool, and that is at therossfarm.com. All of our other yarns are up there too, as well as lots of gifties for the holiday season. So hop on over there and check it out. And until tomorrow, when we open day 15, bye.